Hello YouTube and welcome back. This is Nico and you're watching Dare to Game. Today we're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance and looking at a mod called Shop Proper, brought to us by SplitSission, the same guy who did the Southern Bohemian Trade Guild mod that we took a look at not too long ago. So this one is kind of like that one, except not. So basically it's a work in progress. It seems like he wants to kind of tweak all of the stores in the game, but he's going for immersion. So the mod objectives for this one says create a better in-game shop experience by modifying the original game's vanilla shop inventories using the shop type to item XML file. Reduce the number of shops featuring a copy and paste inventory to make each shop more individualized. He said this will involve a significant increase in size to the shop item XML file and will require a change to the shop type IDs assigned to shop XML. It reorganizes inventories and goods available based on each shop's location, so the wealth and status and the target consumers will be, taken into consideration. And it says ensures that modified inventories contain items intended for gameplay and maintain and hopefully boost immersion in the game's atmosphere. So I checked this one out a little bit before recording it. Like I went around and checked a lot of the stuff, and it does. I agree with what he said. So we're going to kind of take a picture, we're going to take a peek at them one at a time, and I'll read what he wrote about them and give my thoughts on them too. So we're going to start with the Tailor shop here.
God preserve you, good night.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to talk trade. Alright, so before we go into this, I'll read what he said. He said, the Rete Tailor has a much larger inventory, and it says, didn't include options sporting colors from different lords, so there won't be any Talmberg Waffenrocks here, which I agree with. That makes a lot of sense. So we'll just sort them by price so we can take a peek and see if there's new stuff added in, which there is. But yeah, so right off the bat, the cuffed combat jacket. This is one of, I hear a lot of comments, or I should say I get a lot of comments saying that they really like this one, and of course the dark one too. So those are two of everyone's favorite combat jackets that previously you had to try getting randomly through encounters and stuff, but now you can buy them right here in the store. As well as some of the better pants, the decorated hose. There's the Brocade combat Jupon, the one that Sir Divish wears. Not a fan of it personally. This right here is going to excite a lot of people. Boom. Henri's combat jacket from all the cutscenes that was never in the game before. You couldn't get, it was in the files. Like, you could spawn it in, but you could never find it anywhere or buy it anywhere. But now you can. You can buy it right here. So you got all the nobles' hoods and, what's his name? Hans Capon's Brocade Pourpont. The black combat jacket. So basically all of the combat jackets. Tons of different Waffenrocks. The decorated vest. Red combat jacket. Both the outer vests. You get what I'm saying. So basically it adds just a ton of stuff. But it takes out all of the stuff that wouldn't be here. So like you said, no Talmberg Waffenrocks here. Just as I say that, I find a Talmberg and a Cessau. All of them. That's interesting. Well, hopefully he'll see this video and see that something went wrong. I made sure I waited plenty of time in-game to make sure this would work and don't have any other mods conflicting with this one. So, if that's not supposed to be there, it is there, and it's not my fault. But anyway, so now let's pop over to the armor shop and see what happened there. Alright, so this here is going to be another thing that a lot of people are going to be a fan of. So it says here, for the Rete armor, it says he sells full sets of the finer armor, as might be expected from a high-class shop. It says the DLC sets are included except for the Warhorse set due to the unbalanced nature of the price. It may include a fix for this, however, considering a version without the DLC sets, but without them, inventory seems to be lacking. So again, we're going to go, here we'll rate by defense. So you can see we've got the House of Zul stuff here, including the open variant of the helmet. I know a lot of people really wanted that. But so you can buy the whole House of Zul armor here, or you can buy the Lords of Lipa. They have the Lords of Lipa set. All of the different Milanese Brigandines. The Noble's Curious, I know a lot of people like that piece. Here's the more of the Zul stuff. Different helmets, Arching Bassinet, Lords of Lipa, Houndskull, regular Houndskull. The rest of the Zul stuff. You get what I'm saying. So basically, it changes this into both variants of the Grand Bassinet. Ooh, fancy. Changes this armor shop into an extremely high-end one where you can buy all of the really good armor. So if you want to come here and you want to buy the Lords of Lipa stuff, or you want to buy the Zul stuff, or just a really good set of, Nuremberg armor or something, you can get them all here. So that's what changed with the armor one. So now we're going to go check out the weapons. Alright, so for the weapons, it says the Rete Swordsmith follows the same higher class theme such as the armorer. So you won't find any ugly iron or ugly sticks here. So as you can see, he definitely just took all of the crappy stuff out and added in What the hell? Noticing all my stuff looks like it's empty. That's weird. But anyway, added in the good stuff. So as you can see here, he does have spears and halberds and stuff, which, or polearms, I should say, just the blanket term, which is great, but I bought some of them and then realized that he didn't change in the other files. So basically, once you buy them, they're stuck in your inventory and you can't wield them like normal weapons because then you start getting attacked and stuff. So none of that was fixed with this, but you can buy them here now. But the Executioner Sword is added in here, so you don't have to try stealing that in a quest. The Stinger, the best short sword in the game. Herod's Sword, St. George's Sword, Longinus' Sword, Piercer, Razor. You get where I'm going. 2 best maces. Added the Oriental Blade. That was one that it's in the files, that with the decorated saber. Both of those are in the files, but you couldn't find them anywhere in the game. The Tusk, St. Michael's Sword. The Von Berg Sword, that's the new short sword added with the Woman's Lot DLC. So that one is basically just a shrunk down version of St. Michael's Sword. They look exactly the same. But it does make it a pretty good short sword. And so, again, like I said, you can see that what happened here is now the Envoy's Aide de Camp. That's, someone asked me to do a video on that one. But I don't think this counts. But anyway, so yeah. Changes this into just high-end weapons and adds quite a few high-end weapons that you couldn't get or were hard to get otherwise. So he says he altered Conrad Hagen's shop. Unfortunately, for some reason in this save file, I can't seem to get in there. The door's always locked. So I don't know if Conrad Hagen died or something, but we'll go check out the last one he has altered, which is the Upper Castle Blacksmith in Rete. So we'll go check that out. All right, and so for this one is the most immersion-y one that I think that it makes a lot of sense for. And so basically what I mean here is that all these blacksmiths across the game, all the unnamed blacksmiths in various towns, they all had a copy and paste inventory. They all sold the same stuff. Just a couple sets of horseshoes, the common bassinet, like an axe, real low-end, indistinguishable stuff, but they all had the exact same inventory. So changing these, I think, is a good immersion boost. So basically what he said here is it says the Upper Castle Blacksmith in Rete, now sells more weapons and armor, the theme being what might be available from the castle's surplus equipment. So cheap, used, and probably not very pretty. So I agree with this. I think it makes sense. I think that to go in this direction, is a quality choice, because it makes sense that this is the castle's blacksmith. He's not, you can buy stuff from him, but he's here for the castle to provide for the garrison and that sort of stuff. So that would be the stuff he sells. And as you can see, this is definitely all the lower quality stuff. So whereas the other armor shop now only sells high quality stuff, this only sells low quality stuff. But that being said, it sells more than it did before. So you can get all sorts of shields, common shields, black shields. The Devil's Skull, that's another item added with the Woman's Lot DLC. Scalloped shields and the Lords of Lipa shields, obviously, because it's the garrison, they use this stuff. For armor, just guards armor, you can see. So we got plate jacks and light brigandines, short light brigandines. It's probably something else. Some sort of a plate. Oh, no plate at all. That's interesting. Well, except for the plate jacks. But definitely lots of Waifenrocks and then the regular stuff that he sells before. So that is this whole mod. Basically, it's just trying to make each store more individualized and boost immersion. So I get fully on board with that. As always, the link is going to be in the description down there. So if you want to go check this one out, it's a mod I'm a fan of. He said it is a work in progress. So he'll be updating it periodically, I assume, as he decides what should be in more and more stores. So yeah. I think this is a cool mod, so I suggest checking it out. But anyway, that's all for today. We'll see you next time. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. If you did, I can assume you liked the content, and hopefully you'll subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you haven't already, check out these links I have on the screen to see me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you like my content and would like to support what I do here, there's a link to my Patreon account in the description, and a donation would be much appreciated. In any case, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.